Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Bradstreet, and I've been involved in treating complex medical disorders for more than 2 decades. Eventually, as my journey with trying to help patients with very challenging problems progressed, I came to the point of realizing that one of the only ways I was going to effectively treat some of these chronic disabling disorders, whether it's autism or chronic fatigue syndrome or Parkinson's disease or some of these other severe challenges that we face in medicine, was to look at stem cells. As I journeyed around the world, traveled to different countries, read the medical literature, it became very obvious to me that stem cells needed to come from the best possible sources, and they had to have the best potency. But what's a stem cell? Stem cells, quite honestly, are nature's healers and builders. They're there from the moment of conception all the way through life, and they're there to build, to heal, to recreate, to repair, to do the things that we need. The wonderful thing about using the best stem cells, which I think are fetal stem cells, are that they have the potency to do the kinds of things that no other stem cell can do. There's a lot of different types of stem cells being used and employed around the world today, and quite honestly, looking at all of those, looking at the results in my patients, I didn't see anything compared to the results that I'm seeing from the use of fetal stem cells. Once I made the decision that fetal stem cells were the most potent stem cells for my patients, it became important to find the best location for patients to go to get that kind of therapy, because quite honestly, in the United States, which is my country where I practice medicine, that's not available to us. So I looked around, I saw various different options, and ultimately decided on what I now believe was the best choice, and was my first choice, fortunately, which is EmCell here in Kiev, Ukraine, which is where I'm at right now. I've been twice to the center, I've met with the physicians, I've brought my own patients, I've interviewed other patients. The results are extraordinary. In diseases where we would otherwise have no hope, we're seeing a very significant percentage of patients dramatically improve with the use of fetal stem cell therapy. That's exciting for me. I'm not just a doctor who treats chronic illnesses. I have 2 boys in my own family with autism. I have a stepson and a son, both suffering with autism, and it's a personal journey for me as well. But I didn't just stop there. After looking at all the literature and realizing that I'm not getting any younger after all, I decided to use stem cell therapy here at EmCell for myself. So last year, approximately 12 months ago, I had my first course of stem cell therapy as part of my anti-aging plan. It's been extraordinary. I suffered with chronic joint pain in my knee from 11 operations. I can do anything. I can climb mountains. I can walk as long as I want. So I have seen very significant improvement. Nicely this time, the doctors, the nurses at the clinic told me after not seeing me for a year that, hey, Dr. Bradstreet, you don't look like you have as many wrinkles. I wasn't that worried about the wrinkles part, but it's kind of nice to know that it's having that kind of effect as well. More importantly than just my cosmetic effects, my knee effects, my arthritis effects, what I'm seeing in my patients with autism and other severe chronic developmental disorders is amazing. We have children who couldn't talk, who can now talk in sentences. We have children who had no hope of being educated, who now can be educated. For me, this is the best option after we've explored other things to tune up the body, to create the landscape where those stem cells will do their best. This is the place where I want to send my patients. It's been an extraordinary adventure for me. I think this is the best and most talented group with the highest quality stem cells in the world, and I would recommend it to anybody.